Well. Oh man, we brought the crew back together, man. We had to. Some people have been missing in action for far too long, and a few people have some things to get off their chest, right? So we said, why not? It's gonna be a therapy session today, guys. It's gonna be a therapy session today. I got everybody in the house. I don't know where to start from, man. I don't know where to start from. Let's start with Chooks. Chooks, how's it been, man? How's it been? Yeah, yeah. Maybe wrong decision to start with him. Let's move along to let's move along to Uzo. What's popping, my guy? What's going on?
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
And Bruno Fernandes.
You know the thing is, I was hoping you would call me by George. I would tell you to address me as Bruno the whole show. You did well. You did very well. So thank you.
And we got Riam in the building, man. What's going on, bro?
Hey Adams, thank you for having me. Terrible, terrible, terrible day.
Yeah. Let's start from there. I didn't see the game, but Spurs, come on, man. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? That should have been Anfield too. I saw that blockbuster of a goal that Soboslai scored. I think that makes it what, five free kicks? That's
Yeah.
insane. That's insane. I think quietly he gets into my player of the season shouts. Quietly. I'm just saying, I know he's probably not going to win it. He's probably not even going to make the short list. But some of the performances that I've seen from him this season has been incredible, spectacular. I remember the one versus Arsenal. No GA from that performance, but it's one of those performances where complete midfield performance. But let's go to the game. What happened in that game? Where did it all go wrong? 90th minute equalizer from Richarlison. He always seemed to score against Liverpool too, I think. So what happened, man? How did that happen?
It's the same story as the whole season. So I think you first of all you hit kind of the main points I think that defines our season. Is Soboslai is serving the team, serving the manager, serving the players, and himself. He's given himself a great account. I'm not sure if they made the World Cup, but I hope they we see him there. But he's been an incredible player. He's playing right back when we have Frimpong playing right wing. So it goes to show he'll play anywhere on the pitch, but we're missing creativity and engine in midfield. I think McAllister just looks completely shattered, which I don't know why. We gave him a month off at the end of last season, but this is really what it's been the whole season. Is to start with, the manager doesn't inspire any of the players, and I think a lot of them kind of reached the pinnacle in terms of winning the title last season. So something Klopp was good at was keeping the players motivated. I think you seen that picture of Michael Scott shaking the guy's hand and he doesn't really know how he got there. That's basically what Slot's like this season. It's he won the league and I don't think even he knows how to motivate the squad. So it happens. He kind of lethargically gets through a 1-0, 2-0 win, and then it's the same story. We concede in the last minute. This time it was for a draw, but the other games it's been for a loss. And I think this is the first time the crowd is actually done with Slot now. And yeah, I think he's a little bit out of his depth, if I'm being honest.
So was that it for you? Are you in the slot out camp after that performance today?
So tough because I really want it to. My heart wants it to work for him, but I think after seeing what happened with Amarim and someone new just came in straight away and got the results, I think I'm Slot out now. Yes.
All right. Let's go to Uzo. Bro, there's a lot. I think I should come to you last. Chooks, George, did any of you watch that game today?
I'm not interested in anything Liverpool. There's no interest for me.
I watched I watched the game because I needed the Liverpool win badly actually. Probably more than Ram did.
Why?
Bro, I need these guys to go on relegation.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
any bro, honestly, this result probably saved their season because now they have hope. But man, I was watching that game and it just doesn't make sense how, like, when your team isn't maybe competing for a title, how 50-50 you can look on certain days, right? Like this is not the Liverpool we played twice this season. Like the Liverpool I watched today, and you look at some of the players playing today. Like he said, Frimpong, I have not understood his role this season on their team. He's playing on the wing, and he can't do what wingers do. He can't take on the man. He can't shoot the ball. He's not creative. And they just had chance after chance that was just hitting someone, or they weren't capitalizing on anything. Spurs have almost 11 to 12 players out. Even what's his name, Vicario, couldn't even he couldn't kick one goal kick to one Tottenham player. But then it's like you have guys like what's Richarlison, right? This is what he's made for, bro. I was telling George, I haven't seen Richarlison hustle like that this whole year, bro. The way he played today, and then obviously he got the goal. Like kind of now, that 1 point in the relegation battle is like 3 points. So now they're going to play Forest. Dead ass now. That 1 point in relegation battle is like now they're going into Forest with confidence. But yeah, Liverpool, I guess it's just their season. They've just not been. They've not held account of that championship or the league they won last year. And Slots, everyone is done with him. It was nice. They were rejoicing last year when he had a smart mouth with every opposition team, and now he's doing it to them like they were booing today. And the first thing he said is, yeah, he understands that the boos were aimed at the players. No, is that you? The crowd put you out. So now
No, he didn't say that. He said that.
yeah, he
That
said,
guy
yeah,
is
he
crazy.
said, yeah, that he understands the frustrations that the boos were aimed at the players, and he was waffling, which is what he was doing last year. Was so annoying. Like how he makes those smart comments. But yeah, it was actually a pretty enjoyable game just because of how much Liverpool kept Tottenham in it. On a different day, that should be a nice 3-0. Then Tottenham maybe still won and fake comeback, but it was a good game for the neutral.
Interesting. In one word, I'm sure you've been tired of hearing Uzo relegation. Did you ever what's that all about, man? Like, what's going on? Like, just how does that make sense to you?
I mean, I'm not tired of hearing it. I feel like I've been saying that that's where we were headed since maybe the end of September or October. And at the end of the day, one thing I've accepted about this season is that things are beyond the fans. This has been my default response in every group chat when they tag me or try to get me to explain anything. I tell them, hey, look, unless you can buy me a one-way ticket into the dressing room to go find answers for you, I don't know what you expect me to say. I don't know what's going on. We got an Arsenal guy running the team from top to bottom. He's the CEO, making strange and shocking decisions. He still got his job. We got a director of football who failed at Aston Villa, and he's the guy we brought in and handed our entire project to. And he's signing guys like Michael Spell and Kobe Milani. And he's getting in a Brazilian kid that's literally has under 50 caps in the Brazilian league during a relegation fight. These are the decisions that are being made, at a football club that's meant to be successful. So at the end of the day, I think we've been in relegation form for probably 4 months now. Under Frank, all of the metrics were tracking at around 17th to 20th. We're overperforming our XG more than any other team in the league, and we're still scoring less goals than everybody else. And so at the end of the day, this is a win for all the statisticians and a win for all the nerds. Sometimes the numbers do mean something. So even if you're sitting in 10th, 13th, wherever you are, when the metrics are tracking at a certain point, you have to wake up and open. And these are the things that people are paid billions and millions of dollars to identify and prevent at a club like Tottenham. And it's just gross incompetence from top to bottom, a complete lack of a plan, a complete lack of structure, a complete lack of foresight. And it's no surprise. I think we are fully deserving of where we are. I think one thing everybody can say is like Tottenham fully deserves this because we can't have an injury excuse. We had injury excuses last year and the year before. We've been in an injury crisis for 3 seasons. The least you would expect for a team that dealt with that much of a turnover in terms of injury is to go stock the squad and make sure that you have a like-for-like replacement across the entire pitch. not just a drop off to championship level, but a drop off to semi-competitive level. Because the demands, and mind you, we had an injury crisis last year in the Europa League where we could play our kids, and now you're going to the Champions League. You would think, right, that the one thing the management would be thinking is, you know what, that's another competitive game every week. And we already have a squad that's thinning from injury. We should probably stack the squad with a whole bunch of help. No, that's not what we do. So we put ourselves in these positions, and I think it's no surprise to anybody who has been following the club that we ended up here. I think a lot of people keep acting surprised every week. They're like, how would Tottenham this bad? I mean, what do you want? There's no way to like cash in the name of your club and collect 3 points. You got to go earn it on the field. And if you're ill prepared, I feel like you're going to get what you deserve, which is what we've been getting all season. And as far as the game, I think I kind of watch every game now, just kind of with hope. And it's this is one thing I've been saying, right? All like towards the back end of this season is like this is where you really find out what it means to be a fan of a team, right? Is where you kind of have to you shed the expectation, so there's a little less anger towards the club and a little less anger towards the players. You're just sitting there rooting for these guys. Like, please, anybody do something. Whatever you want to, I don't care if you want to get a red card or if you want to slap the coach, just somebody do something to get me excited, because every single game, I'm just watching guys that I don't really expect anything from. And I'm hoping that they do something to save this world. I think we got some more players coming back, so hopefully our run-in is a little easier than our relegation rivals. So as long as we survive the 6 pointer with Nottingham Forest next week, next game week, I think we're in good position to just about survive. But I would love for this to be like alarm bells for the ownership, but I don't think it will be, because last year we finished 17th, which is terrible, right? That's awful. But a lot of our metrics were good. We're tracking around mid-table. We had the injury excuse. We weren't prepared for it. And we ended up winning the Europa League, getting into Champions League, so all was forgiven. And nobody planned for the future. And this year, I fear that the only thing that can send any kind of shockwave into this ownership group is if we actually do go down. And a small part of me, I'm probably the only Tottenham fan that will say this, but I think it'll be funny if we go down. I think it would be. I genuinely think I'm gonna have a very good laugh if at the end of the season we're sitting there and it's like, yeah, there's no Spurs in the Premier League. Like, legit, Sky Bet Championship break. I think it'll be funny, and I think as much as like all of the fans are gonna be devastated. Oh, we're gonna be thrown. I don't think we'll ever get over it. Right? It will be the worst thing that has ever happened in the history of like banter. Right? When it comes to a fan base that actually has a presence online, but I think it'll be the final like got you to the ownership, because that we'll suffer online, but then we can in turn look at the ownership and laugh. Like, your investment is toast. You want to talk about like a club that is financially sufficient based on its own revenue going down. You're talking about match day tickets. A lot of people are not going to renew their season tickets. All those Korean fans they're not going to go watch Portsmouth. You think that's what they're here for? They're watching Heung-min Son at the World Cup. You think they're going to come watch a Reading on a Tuesday? They're not doing that. So kiss that goodbye. A lot of we already lost 2 sponsorships. We're going to lose a lot more sponsorships. I think Levy, in his infinite wisdom, negotiated his way out of some of the players' salary, but that's going to be the least of your concerns. You're not going to be able to generate any kind of revenue. And I don't think we have the players with the muscle to actually climb back up. Like, I don't think any of these players actually have the
Come on, man. Come on, bro.
And we have the quality. I don't think they have the, because what people don't understand about championship, right, is it's not just about quality. It's not just about quality. A lot of teams go down and never come straight up because
but you guys will be fine if you go down. You're definitely
they all feel sorry for themselves. There was an interview with Van de Ven saying it's been tough mentally, as if somebody's doing it to him. You wouldn't even know that this is a guy in the leadership group and a vice captain of the club talking as if like he's being jinxed by his family member from Benin City. I'm like, you are in control of what's going on. They all feel sorry for themselves. They're all sad. So I do think it will be funny. I don't think we will go down. I don't think we'll go down just because I feel like we have pretty good fixtures to kind of end the year. We really only need like 3 more wins, which I can realistically see us getting 3 more wins. But it would be nice if we did go down. Just as a like, just to stick it to the ownership. As far as the game, this is what I have to say about the game. I thought something that was very interesting because like Liverpool have been struggling for creativity, I feel like all year, right? I feel like a lot of people feel like their issues is like emotional or energy. I don't think it's that at all. I think the answer is actually something that Slot is supposed to be very good at. It's actually just on the pitch. It's fact, like it's a complete tactical issue. I don't think it's passion and desire or energy or anything like that. You have the quality. I just think players are being platformed wrongly, and they're not as creative as they've been in the past. There was a Liverpool where like there'd be wave after wave after wave of like quality chances being created, and you could yell at guys like Nunez, and you can yell at guys like Diaz for missing chances, and oh, how did he smoke that? Blah blah blah. Now I just feel like they're so lethargic, and they take kind of all of the bite out of a game way too early. And we saw this at the end of last year, after the title was already won. And this is why a lot of people who are serial winners, like we talked to the likes of Rio and the rest of them, it's about keeping your standards, right? You have to uphold your standards no matter what's on the line, right? You could be playing for a community shield or you could be playing for a charity cup. You want to keep your standards up. Why? Because those kind of habits start to creep in very, very fast. And I feel like Liverpool were done, like they did a disservice to themselves, not having any challenges towards the back end of last year, kind of coasting through the title because they were in free fall. Not free fall, but it was just kind of like coasting. The results weren't great, the performances weren't great. It was just kind of like, you bring on the title. And then they crashed out of the Champions League. Obviously, they lost out of all the other cups. And it's just like, you can see that same mentality, that same performance followed them into the season. And it's like they were already trying to grind results from the first 5 games. It was like a whole bunch of like last minute winners, just like coasting, going through the motions. And it just kind of shows you the kind of habits that you build, whether you're winning or not, they're gonna follow you throughout the rest of the season. I didn't see us like getting anything out of this team. And I guess like all the other relegation teams that have gone to Anfield this year and survived, we found out on the pitch, like, hold on. These guys are wearing red and they've got a chicken on their badge, but this ain't Liverpool. These are just some guys. These are just some anyhow. These are just some anyhow guys. Let's get at them. And I thought towards the end of that game, we actually looked like we could go ahead and take the lead. Like we were, and it wasn't anything great. I don't really look at any players besides Richarlison, Archie Gray, and Kevin Danso. I don't look at any good performances on the Spurs side. And that's strange because when a team goes and pulls off a shocker, you look at the underdog and you see 10, 11 fantastic performances. Like you see goal line clearances, amazing defense, great goalkeeping. None of that existed. We were poor. We were terrible for much of the game. And somehow it's just kind of like gifted us 1 point. And we'll take it. We'll take it. Absolutely, we'll take it. But I feel like what Slot needs right now, if he's not going to lose his job, he's got to get back to the basics. Like get back to creating chances, get back to establishing some type of identity. Stop coasting through these games and feeling like you're too good to earn the right to play. But yeah, we'll take the 1 point. It all helps towards the fight.
And Riam, you might have some advice, being a Luton fan.
Aren't you a Luton fan? Look at this guy trying to push on everybody else. This guy was fucking in Luton. Aren't they in like League 2 now?
No, we're League One. And what's funny is you said Portsmouth and Reading, and they're both in League One as well. So unless you want Tottenham hanging out there in a season or two, I
wouldn't be surprised. If we go down, we're going down again, 100%.
What Uzo says is right about the Championship is that there's and this is what Liverpool's lacking right now, I think, is there needs to be a certain level of fight mentally, and we don't have that at all in the squad right now. It's very soft. I think guys second guess a lot of their decisions. And something about the Championship that is very, very fun, if you can buy into that and get the right players, a couple dogs in there as well. If they're fighting, you're going to get 3-4 goals a game. It's going to be great. And actually, for some teams that get relegated, you can have like 105, 110 point season, and it's a party like every single time.
Yep.
You go to these, crazy grounds. However, I've seen clubs that have retained a lot of the same Premier League players, and because they have that mentality of I don't want to play in this stadium. I don't want to.
Yeah, they feel like
Yeah.
they're too big for it. Yep.
And then the money shrinks every single year. So not only can you not afford to play those guys, you're now 2 years into championship wages, 3 years into championship money. And I've seen clubs sink then as a result of that as well. So I think it is, if I had to guess, I do think Tottenham would certainly get promoted again, but it is a trap. And I don't know, Uzo. I don't know if you want to go to the championship so quickly.
Nah, they got some dogs in there, man. They got Gallagher. Gallagher is gonna be there. He'll run. He'll run his.
He'll be the
socks off.
first one out the door. You know what? I'll tell you this, right? If you gave me relegation right now, but you guaranteed that Gallagher will be out the door, I'm sign me up. Sign me up. 100%. But if you say like the only options are you stay, you survive, and we build around Gallagher for the future, or you get relegated right now and he's gone, I'm going. I'm trying to take sign me up.
You know he's gonna be one of the
guy.
first. One of the first name on the sheet in a championship team. Van der Ven is definitely getting a loan out of there. He's not going to be there. Richarlison is not going to be there. Those big guys.
Will stay. I think Richard would stay.
Who?
I think Richarlison would stay. I feel like
in championship.
He's built to bring us back up.
Yeah, he's actually like I remember that.
He's 100% built to build us back up. Even we've seen Ivan Toney in championship. We've seen
Solanke in championship. Is bro, like he will score a lot of goals for you. I think that's where he actually got.
Yeah, no, guys like Van der Ven, Romero, they're all out the door. Pedro Porro, his ego is like out of this world. He thinks he should be at like Barcelona. So all of these guys are going to be out the door. They're not. Also, the pay cut. If the rumored pay cut is true, like they're going to be slashing their wages by.
Yeah.
All of these guys aren't. Gallagher's not going through that. He just came over. He's our highest paid player right now, like 200 bands. You think he's giving that up to come fight? Ipswich and the rest of them. No, he's not going through that. He's not doing that. So yeah, we would definitely lose. But you know what? That's a great. Listen, relegation don't sound too bad with a lot of the things that I want all these guys out the door. Honestly, I want to see the back of it. I'm good, and I feel like even if we stay up, there should be a mass flare out in a rebuild and a true rebuild. And is the thing Chicks is always saying, right? If you don't commit to a rebuild, commit to a rebuild. Like, be ready to stink, right? And I'm talking about just get rid of all these high earning, high ego players. Get me my Mikey Moore back. Bring me my Troy Parrott. Bring those guys back. Let's do a proper mid-table fest, right? And then let's build organically the way Tottenham has always done in the past. But this season and last, I'm good, bro. I don't. This ain't what I signed up for.
All right, man. Let's transition to the elephant on top of the table. This time, bro, Uzo, it's probably gonna be the worst year of your life, man. I see what you have. Quadruple, bro. Quadruple. It might happen. It might happen.
There's zero chance. Chance.
At least a double. At least they're winning two trophies this year.
Why does everyone keep acting like they're in the FA Cup final as well? Like
but
all the big clubs
are in the Carabao Cup final.
Huh?
They're in the Carabao Cup final.
Yeah, I mean that's 2 trophy finals that they're in. There's still like a long way to go in all of these trophies. Like it's like City's still on for the quadruple. Why is everyone acting like Arsenal is like the only team that's in 4 tournaments? I bet Stanley. And there's a 0% chance that that's happening.
I think it's just. I honestly think it's just one of those. People are trying to find a new angle to set up.
So that they can make it seem.
Yeah, they can make it seem like they can diminish.
Someone literally said that if Arsenal don't win a quadruple, this is in one of my group chats. They're like, if Arsenal don't win a quadruple, it'll be the biggest bottle jump. I was like, bro, are you sick? So if they don't do something that's never been done in the history of football, it'll be the worst.
Like, I don't think it's gonna happen, but I think like there's a very, very good chance that
when you watch that team play, do you think they can win the Champions League? Like, be real.
Okay, the Champions League, they have the list, but like, look, did you see their part way in the Champions League though?
Hey man, like we might be out on Tuesday. Relax.
I mean, I'm looking at the way Leverkusen played, and I'm like, I don't know. I couldn't tell who was the better team. That's just me,
bro. They're going to beat Leverkusen, and then they'll get to play either. What's the name of that team?
It's most likely Bodo Glimt.
Exactly.
and then there's just there's just the little fact of the semifinals between either Atletico, Barcelona, or Newcastle. Like, no big deal.
Bro.
Just three more
No,
times.
they need to give them
We just have to stop having
Barcelona, right?
the easiest road in the world. I
Now,
don't.
Barcelona is actually their easiest tie. That's the easiest tie they could get.
I'm
Wait,
not
which
gonna lie,
one?
I'm not gonna
Barca.
lie to you. If I could pick a team to play outside of Tottenham on that side, it would be Barca. I don't want to see
It'll be Barca,
Newcastle
man.
or Atletico.
No,
Barca.
no, no, no. Get
Newcastle in
them.
a tie.
No,
I'll be honest
no,
with
get
you.
them.
Atleti is poor, like very poor.
Nah, but
And I'm
bro,
looking
Yeah,
at as
but-
the side that's down five. I was looking at them and I'm like, besides the gift, like, wow, they are poor.
no, but Barca,
They're very poor.
Barca literally played the one style of football
Bro, they're gonna play the same
Right.
way every time.
that is suited for.
But-
Bro, I saw that Newcastle game.
But Arsenal's biggest issue is not being able to take advantage of transition.
It's
That's literally their biggest issue.
No,
they
in
don't
terms-
do
No.
well with transition.
bro. Give them
So
Barcelona.
Barcelona is
They,
like, you know
see,
what?
they always do this.
My line.
Yeah, they always,
Yeah,
No,
Martinelli is
Chelsea
talking
said-
at 20,000 channels. Go ahead.
But I'm saying, bro,
What?
we've seen Barca in this group stage get mauled.
God,
Right.
Barca ain't
bro.
great.
This
Right.
is
I'm
about group
saying, bro,
stage,
like
man.
even
The
even when
toughest
we
game
get
they can
Bayern,
get is Newcastle. Like the toughest
You're
game
talking
Arsenal
about
can
group
get
stage.
is Newcastle.
I
Bro,
think
you guys-
you
guys are actually
everyone
crazy,
is
bro.
completely
You
blind to
guys
the
are
fact
crazy,
that
bro.
Barcelona were one
You
goal
guys are
away from the
crazy.
final last year. Like, pretending there's some terrible flawed.
No, I mean, they're
been
not.
working on the high line thing. I don't know if you've watched them recently. They've been working on it. They play a little bit more conservative at times. I just think you can never rule out that level of quality because we know in the knockout ties. I mean, Adams, you know this. Like, as teams that have recently been to finals, I know it's been a while for Chico and George, but when you're going through these knockout rounds, it's just one moment of quality to turn the
Yeah.
tie around.
Yeah.
It's just one moment of quality from one random player, and are you gonna bet against Lamine Yamal and
Absolutely not.
you're
Like
not
it's
gonna bet
good.
against that.
It's gonna be a good game, but I know Barcelona can always get a goal anytime they want to get a goal. But I just feel like they'll play into the hands of Arsenal, like the way they play. That's the way I think it'll end. But yeah, we might be a little bit ahead of ourselves because they're still playing Leverkusen, and we know football, right? You can never predict this thing. Let's talk about Arsenal, man. It does seem like this weekend was or is when the title finally. I feel like the draw versus West Ham kind of told us what we've already known all season, that this is Arsenal season. And Chooks, talk to us about the game against Everton. I know it wasn't a great watch, but it's
It was so disgusting to watch. But
yeah.
anyhow, we can get it done. We just have to get it done. At this point, I don't care about how it looks. I just want 3 points. I want a trophy. I want to chew George's eye out in May. I don't care how it happens. I don't care if it's through corners. I don't care if we're bullying goalkeepers. I don't give a damn. I just want us to win. And one thing I will say is my manager gets a lot of hits, right, from the media, from rivals. But one thing I appreciate about Mikel Arteta is he's just a clear representation of the fans. I don't know if you saw that gif of him when he took off his jacket and took out his shirt was tucked in. Ask these guys, I was on the flight. That was me. I was stressed. I took off my hoodie because that's how bad I want these guys to win something. And the manager, even the players, like you see the way they celebrate. I know we're an emotional team. We can't help it. Our fan base is emotional. We can't help it. This 22 years. And to be honest, this time, what makes you feel a little bit different from like maybe 23, 24 is not only are we ahead of City, it just feels like even though the players know that they're not playing the best brand of football, they just look like they still want to win. Like they want to find a way, whether it be by corners or some of the interceptions I was see, even Raya, even that Calafiori block, like
that was something else.
so Raya has had, if goalkeepers could be in the player of the year conversation, my lord, has Raya saved us this season countless amount of times. Like Raya deserves to be in a whole different tier. But yeah, it's just refreshing to see a group of players play with some fights. I don't know if you saw Lacazette was at the game. They spoke to him after, and he said that yeah, that this is the closest Arsenal has been in a title race, and he wants to be here to see it himself. Brother, we have cards that failed us coming back to come and make sure that it's true. Bro, we have Lacazette, lack of threats, coming back to make sure that it's true. And to be honest, I like the way the team is operating. Is Riam said it, and I feel this season we bought into it. You can't worry about Man City. We just have to win our games. Like, I genuinely don't care if Man City drop points. That's fine. But I'm looking at the remaining games. That Etihad game, you have to go there and find a way to live with 3 points. The Bournemouth game, same way with Everton. You can't concede and you have to find a way to win. If we win the next 5 games, we're champions. That's as simple as that. And that's the mindset it looks like the players have. Like, no one is on their phone thinking about Man City. Just go out there and win. Just go out there and win your games. We have a cup final on Sunday that can literally swing the league, not physically, but mentally. And as a fan, you have to go there and beat those guys up. Like, you have to go there and show them that this season, next season, Pep can do his farewell tour. They'll give him another 500 mil. He can go buy the best players and do whatever he wants to do. But this season, yeah, we have to see it through.
Does it feel like a change of guard, like in terms of like the dynasty, the Man City dynasty?
I don't think so, because Adams, the kind of football we play, it's not dynasty, it's dying nasty. After this season, bro, I'm actually so serious. After this season, I've told Uzo, I've told George, I'm genuinely not. Next season, if you look for me, I'm just sending you a screenshot of whichever trophy we won, of me holding the trophy. I have no interest. We don't play exciting football.
But isn't that's by design to win, right?
But that's by design to win or whatever. It's like the football doesn't get you up your feet, right? The only reason why I'm entertained right now is I just need the trophy. Anyway, I'm going to get that trophy. That's fine. But I look at the way we are constructed. The handbrakes are on, and rightfully so, right? Like, look at a team like Everton. If you don't play the way you need to play to win that game, you are going to concede. And with how emotional we are, that's the one thing we cannot do. Like, Arsenal conceding early goals is a death sentence. Even the Leverkusen game, it took a penalty to rescue us from that game, because once we concede, everyone is on edge. And I get it. Like, for the longest, I tried to tell people it's like the players work on this. No, when you haven't won in so long, I remember the 13-14 Liverpool season, right? All it takes is one moment for the pressure to consume you. Which is
like, that's what I'm saying. Once you win, that's no longer
there. Like, once you win, that helps, right? But the way we're constructed, obviously, the rumor right now is, Odegaard and some guys are going to leave this summer. They are planning like a big haul of players coming in. We're going to see. But right now, it doesn't look like a dynasty would mean you're starting right now to really, really dominate. A dynasty would have been 23, 24. We won we won 18 straight games, won the league. That's the start of a dynasty. Dynasty is not looking at a 16-year-old to save your mental health on a Saturday. That's not a dynasty. That's begging. But at this point, I don't care how it happens. I just need May 23rd. I'm going to be in London, and I need to give George content. That's all I care about, actually.
Well said. With
that dynasty thing, right? I do think it's a changing of the guard, because I think Pep's done, and I don't think it's necessarily him. This is probably like agenda that's been laid for Pep since the dawn of time, which is the whole checkbook manager thing, right? I think we've gotten to a place in football where there just aren't that many amazing players. That's just the truth. So you can spend 100 mil all you want. You're going to end up with the likes of Nunez. You're going to end up with the likes of like whoever, like these, like Gyökeres. These are the kind of guys you're getting for that kind of money. right? And every now and then you're gonna get one guy that's like really, really good, but you're not gonna get a generational talent. They don't exist. There's so few and far between now where I feel like whenever there is one, like an Mbappe or Yamal, like they're at the mega club. So I think with Pep, he's finding they spend a lot of money and they keep getting all these mid tier guys, right? It's like fancy looking mid. It's like I remember like I used to think like when I was younger, I used to think Pontiacs were like these like fancy cars. And then I grew up and I was like, oh, Pontiacs are like regular mid tier cars. They just have like a fancy name, and you think like, oh, this is like a Porsche. This ain't a Porsche. It's a Pontiac. It's a Chrysler 300. It ain't a Bentley. He's spending a whole bunch of money for a bunch of Pontiacs and Chrysler 300, and they're giving him that type of performance. And I feel like money just don't buy what it used to buy. You can't get the KDBs no more. You can't get the David Silvers anymore. You can't get those type of players. So you're stuck with the Gahey and the Kusanovs and the I called the Semenyo thing too. Like you're stuck with those kind of guys. These aren't even guys that Pep would normally
can't lie.
So he's done. He's done. I think he's falling out of love with football. Like you can see, like he's like, we spent how much, and this is what you gave me. Like,
but Heike, right? I think it's also a thing of just like in any sport we've watched, right? One team can only dominate for so long until everyone catches up. And it's not as if the league caught up to City. The league just got more physical. And that brand of ball, right, that Pep would play, low-key, Club kind of showed the formula to stop it, right? Obviously, you need the players. And now, like, you look at bar maybe like Tottenham this season because of all the injuries. And even with the injuries, like, there's no assured game in the league. Maybe except from even Wolves recently, right? Like there's no assured game because the quality of players.
I've never seen anything like it.
The quality of players needed for that combative defensive style of football. Almost every team has set players, right? And the same thing I was telling George when he tried to bring up the Bruno and KDB thing is KDB had this unique aura to him where he just knew how to not do anything the whole season, right? When the running came, like that Forest game, Riam knows that's a KDB 2GA. Literally, when it's 2-2, he will bank the first goal and assist Haaland, right? And now City, Arsenal, even Liverpool is crying out for that kind of player. None of us have that kind of player. That's why there's a little bit of parity in the league, right?
Exactly.
The only reason why we're ahead is because our own manager found a way to cheat XG. Literally, if you somewhat take away the corners, right, it looks spooky. And even that now, Chelsea, Reece James looks like I think Reece James can deliver that ball better than Declan Rice. From the right side. Teams are catching on. I don't know if you've seen Everton on corners. My lord, is disgusting. And Pep literally has no answer to that because he doesn't have those Mavericks anymore. Like there's nobody on that roster that can pull out magic out of nothing. Especially when you're now going against like that West Ham game, right? Bro, you have 6 behind the ball. And then all it takes is Bowen to literally hold the ball a little bit, give it to a runner, 1v1. If Donnarumma doesn't make that save, that's 2-1. And you are not seeing the kind of clear chances that you want to see. I don't think
I think it's a changing of the guard, but I don't think it's the passing of the torch to one team.
It's not, man. The league is
going to be a league winner a lot, like as the years roll on. Like I don't want to gas his head up, but I could see United being in the title race next year.
Yeah,
that's where the league is, right? The league is just weird now.
I think one thing that City
you're in the title race.
I was gonna say one thing that City and Liverpool really messed up on, and I'm gonna eat some crow here because I actually thought they were both doing the right thing. Is that they've made their squads very thin of only world-class players or only good players, basically.
Yeah,
and
you need dogs.
You need dogs, and this is the thing. United, they signed 3 attackers this summer, and look at all 3 of them are incredible, and they've made Bruno better as a result. Arsenal get very creative. They've got Gyökeres, Jesus, Havertz, Marino if they really need to. We still got Gakpo playing up front. You know, there's big issues with not having different profiles in the squad and just only having one-to-one like replacements. Because when they get injured, there is no backup plan. Everybody's running around like headless chickens. And I gotta say, Arsenal have a very, very big summer. If you say, Chooks, they're gonna clear out some guys.
Mhm.
You want to be careful you don't clear out guys that have like Premier League winning experience. And we did that with Nunez and Diaz. Yes, they are frustrating to deal with, but they know what it's like in the mental side of March and April, of how tough that really is. And you guys have got it right this time round. But I think you guys should be just upgrading a few players in terms of
Yeah,
numbers and personnel.
blowing it up after winning would be crazy.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that would be
it's
crazy.
Not, it's
That
not
would be
blowing it
insane.
up. We know who I'm
Fine.
talking about that's going. I won't
Choose
say
just want Odegaard out.
anybody.
That's just, all that
But we
clear
know
out
who.
nonsense. If only Odegaard leaves, he's gonna consider
Hey
it.
man, we know who is leaving. No, but Riam, you're right. And another thing too, that the league, literally what makes the Prem so interesting that I don't see in other leagues is, for some reason, not for some reason, but you can find 14 teams that literally have bought into the idea of defending, which is literally the hardest thing. All of us play pickup. You know you are going to have a good day when your attacker wants to defend. Like, he loses the ball, bro. Like, you can see 14 teams, at least 14 teams this season, that are content with defending. Like, they want to defend, they want to win duels, they want to fight for the second ball, and all you need is one athletic. Look at Sunderland. That's the formula.
Yeah.
Defend well, one athletic striker up top that's going to harass you for the long balls. Bam. Simple.
Yeah.
All right, enough about
But-
Arsenal.
but-
Let's
kind of more physical. It's anybody's game now. That's really just that's the
Is how did what's that guy's name? That old USA keeper. He's a dog fighter out here.
wait, was it that backup keeper? The one that used to be...
It's a
Who?
a dog fight. Matt Turner.
Yeah. That's it, Matt Turner.
It's a dog fight out here. Please let's get to United, man.
Yeah, the main reason why George is here. George against Villa, 3-1. How many assists is it?
I told you to stop referring me as George. I told you. Please don't call me. Respect me by my name. See my name right there. Bruno Miguel Fernandez. All right. No, man. I said it. I don't know if it was last season where I made that video when I said, if you watch the game, blah blah blah. Bruno, he started this season as a defensive midfielder, and he has 16 assists in the league. 16. And we still have 8 games to go. And the thing is, the record should have already been broken. I don't know. These guys are just wasting chances and things like that. But man, I'm sorry, bro. Like, there's no midfielder in this league that's at his level. None. I don't care who you are. If you can, I'm asking you guys. There's nobody that you could tell me is at Bruno's level. None. Nobody.
George, I was with you
And
on the
like-
Bruno KDB debate after the Community Shield, man. I love Bruno. He's the best midfielder in the
I'm
league.
telling you.
Relax.
I'm telling
Relax.
you.
That pains me as a
I-
Liverpool fan to say, but he is by far the most consistent.
He's
incredible.
been that way, right? The only thing that is just not working in his favor is the games played. Like, you
His
can't
what?
have those shouts and
The games played.
in Europe, they literally are only going to play 40 games, their lowest in United's history. Like, that counts for something.
But you're acting like no. The thing is, you're acting like Bruno's only done this season. Every
But
season that
I'm
he's
saying,
been
like,
in,
every
he's put up
season.
double
this
digits.
particular season, right?
Every single
That's
that's what he's
something.
He's
No,
consistent.
we're talking about the record this season, George.
No, yeah, the record. I'm
no.
honestly rooting for him to even beat the record. Like, I enjoy watching him
He
play.
should break the record.
The person we have to float
He
in
should
the
be-
middle. Bruno,
Yeah.
for all the hate he gets, his box office. I'm sorry. When he walks,
Always delivers. Always delivers.
Also-
I don't like. He always delivers. That's the thing. But the thing is, the record is funny.
He
It's
always
8 games
delivers
left.
if you just remove the games where he didn't deliver. I know the gimmick. I know the gimmick. If you just ignore all the games where he wasn't good, he's always good.
So tell me what. I mean, Is there any?
I'll tell you how
Tell
that
me what
means.
games.
I can scroll the group chat now and see you calling out Bruno. Like literally, not even from a couple weeks ago. Here's the thing, right? There's this. I saw
mean,
you
like,
nodding.
I'm
Adams, you were nodding. Where's you? Okay. You were nodding your head when he said he's the best midfielder in the league. You nodded your head.
But what was supposed to
Yes.
say?
Real,
Because
right
he
here.
is.
You said
Oh,
yes,
okay.
yes. He's the best.
He is. He is the best midfielder in the league.
I wish my team
The
wasn't
league.
facing the other team.
I have no shame
I
in
don't
saying
You
it.
guys don't deserve to be
Every
fighting.
single season, numbers wise, he delivers. He's an engine for the
that's what I'm saying.
only time he's a liability is if they lose 7-0 or something like that and he throws a tantrum. But other than that, Bruno is very, very, very elite.
Right. No, man. I'm sorry, but there's no player that delivers like him. I'm telling you, if he was in that Arsenal team, the title would have been won already. Like, this is not even
I mean, but I think
a
at
discussion
some
of can they win the
point,
title.
at some point we have to see it because that's the only big thing with his career, right? Is like he hasn't delivered anything big for club and country yet. So at some point, right? I mean, it's easy to say what he would do if he was in a different team, but you have guys like KDB that have done it. You have guys like my captain that haven't done it. So at some point,
I mean,
we do want to see.
I have an unpopular
But also,
opinion on that, though.
he
I
had-
think Ronaldo is the reason why he hasn't delivered on Premier League or international stage. Because both times when he's gotten very, very close, Ronaldo's come in and changed up the dynamic, and it's not quite gone the way they wanted to. Because World Cup, that he was looking really, really good, and then Ronaldo got started, and then they lost that game. And I personally believe United had a great squad until Ronaldo was signed just to spite City. Otherwise, Bruno had already had a hat trick at that point. And that was like 3 games into the season. So it's his time now, man. And he's going to take off this summer, 1,000%.
How
It's
how
his
no, 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 I don't-
35?
I don't-
Why
I don't-
acting
I don't-
like he's like a 20-year-old kid? What's really going on? What's
He's
really-
not leaving this. He's
How
not
old
leaving
is
this.
this
He's
man?
gonna
Hold on,
stay.
I think
He's what, 32 now?
Bruno
he's
is like
32.
33.
Yeah, I think he stays too.
No, he has to.
He's
He
saying-
has
Oh,
to-
I meant take off at the World Cup is what I meant to say. Sorry, not like
okay,
leave
okay.
the thing. My fault.
no,
Yeah,
but
this World Cup, I already said
honestly, Bruno.
this World Cup. If he delivers, that's what I'm saying. If Bruno wins the World Cup, you guys, it's even worse. It's even worse for Bruno to it's worse for Bruno to win the World Cup than it is for him to win the league, because he cemented his place as the best midfielder. Actually, let me not say what.
Wait, let him land.
You was about to
No, no, say it. Go ahead, say it. Say the word. I'll even say it with you.
what?
Judge,
Let him win that
drop
World
the
Cup.
gun, bro.
You
Drop the gun, bro. Bruno doesn't have even one VVS on his neck. Talking about best,
don't
Well, this
worry.
is a 31-year-old man with
bro.
nothing of note
32
in his career,
with
bro.
no
I
VVS.
truly don't understand. Like the standards are so far under the grave that Sir Alex buried that I can't even begin to fathom. I've been hearing people say like, "Oh, where does he stand amongst United midfielders?" And I'm just like, my people will say, "Ah, look, like this is an abnormality." Like you're attracting.
No. That's
It's the same
crazy
as Chelsea
thing to say.
fans with the Caicedo and Conte
No,
thing. Like,
he literally-
I just be
no,
like,
no, no,
you're
no.
not even
Nobody
like
said
someone
that,
that's
man. You just
No,
making
no, no,
things
no,
up.
no, no,
Nobody
no,
said
no,
that.
no,
Oh.
bro.
Oh, Adams, they
David,
did.
no.
We're gonna get to that later.
Adam, stop.
They
Adams,
did.
I have receipts. No, we have to get to Chelsea soon because Adams, I have.
Bro, we're running out
I
of
have
time,
receipts.
man. We're running out of time.
Don't worry, we'll get to
Right.
Nah, bro. Bruno literally just broke the club record for assists.
No, but no.
and
I
David
told
Beckham
you,
has had that record
Judge.
since 2003.
Judge.
What
Yeah.
an inflated.
No, but
market
Uzo,
for numbers.
I know exactly
No.
where. I know exactly
How
where.
is it
they
an
were.
80?
No, I know exactly.
All the records are getting broken. The goals in the season has been broken by Haaland like 6 times already.
Except one.
The
though.
hat
Except
tricks have
One.
been
One is
broken.
never getting broken. One.
See him.
Which one?
It's not even a good record to have, Adam. The 15
What do you
goals.
mean it's not a good record to have? Least goal considered. Like in the
It's not best. Look how you gotta say it.
Yeah,
The
Shimali.
least goals.
Meanwhile, your club legend, Mikel.
he said legend.
Your
Nah,
club
boys,
legend, Mikel.
we can't be throwing some words around.
No,
Like,
but I can't lie, Riam. He's in that Arsenal 16-17 phase. Literally, there hasn't been anything good about George's life in the last 4 years. And I support him holding on to this assist record. I actually want him to get it because, bro,
Are
it's
you
like
crazy?
Sanchez.
Are you crazy? This
He's
guy,
gonna tell you
no,
about the
no.
effort
How
club.
can you open your mouth and
Be
say
careful.
that? No, how can
What-
you
what
open
has
your
been-
mouth and say that?
What has been
How
good
can you
about
open your
United
mouth
in
and
the last 4
You
years?
have never
Tell
seen a
me.
trophy. No, you see the thing is,
Go on,
you
go
see
on.
the thing is, you just
Go
try
on.
to do the past 2 years. Your whole
But I'm
time,
saying
you
now,
haven't.
the
What have
last 4
you
years.
lifted?
Okay, so lifting Carabao is good, right?
No,
eh?
I'm saying your whole life.
No, I'm
You said what?
asking now. Lifting Carabao is good, eh?
No, I don't. I already told you. I don't want
No,
you to
okay,
lift
okay,
Carabao.
okay.
I already told you. I already said if you
George.
lift that Carabao, it will hit me harder than the Premier League. I already said it.
George.
I said it already.
George.
You know this.
George,
Hey,
right
man.
after you lifted Carabao, they lifted you 7-0 at Anfield. So at the end of the day, bro, like
didn't watch
nobody really
I
interested in
didn't watch that game. I didn't
Yeah,
watch
the
that game.
Bruno didn't
I
watch
don't
the
know.
game too, bro. It
I
was
didn't. I didn't.
Bruno
I didn't
wasn't
watch
there.
that game. But let me tell you something. There's nothing better than lifting a trophy.
No,
Right?
no,
And
George, get back to your Bruno discourse. You were gonna say something. Who is he? Where do you have rank him? Do it.
what do
Why
I
your
rank
face
him?
good?
Amongst-
I think my backup
amongst-
player, I'll say it.
no, Manchester United all-time midfielders. Where does he rank?
Does he?
No,
does
but
he
then
get
Manchester
in?
United, he was trying to go beyond that, Adam.
No, bro, he has already. Bro, I'm telling you, George has left
He was
United.
about to say something.
Oh, really? Well, yeah. He was
George
gonna
was
say-
about to put
George,
him.
be
He
a
was about
man
to
of-
put him in the
Have
Lampard
the
tier.
courage of your conviction. Say it.
I dare you.
No,
I
Don't-
dare you.
I will tell you.
I dare you. I
If you
dare
are
you,
brave,
George.
be brave
Bro,
like Bruno.
he was about to put him in the Lampard conversation because of assist record. Did Lampard break assist
No.
record?
No, I'm telling you, right? Because think about it, right? If Bruno now wins the World Cup, what is the difference between his career and Steven Gerrard's career?
Mm.
No. I want everybody to answer this question because I want to know.
George,
I wanna know.
I like
What's
how
your cooking?
Ryan, you deserve this because you not.
Bro, this is what you get for siding with George Real.
Listen, I've got my answers. I've got my answers ready to go. It's George thinks it's an
No,
even fight here. It's not. It's not.
No.
Cook, Ram, cook,
All
bro,
I
Ram,
said-
cook.
All I said is I just want to know. I didn't say, oh, like Bruno's better. I just want to know. That's it.
George, let me ask
Okay,
you a
I'll tell
question.
you. I'll tell you. Steven Gerrard played at the
Go ahead.
same club for 20 years, right? He started as an 18-year-old, played for England, played for his country. And what did we just say? Bruno is a second fiddle. Gerrard was consistently the best player for his country, except for maybe Rooney, I would say. And even then, Rooney didn't do anything at the World Cups or the
Consistently
Euros.
the best player in his country.
Yeah, and he got a captain's
Consistent-
armband for it as
Oh.
well. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, when did he wait? Hold on, because I have facts. When did he make his debut? In
Gerrard?
1998 or around what time? Yeah,
Yeah,
for
1998.
England. I don't know.
1998.
Who won the Ballon d'Or in 1998 or 1999, 2000? Was it not Michael Owen or 2001?
2001, he won it because we
Michael-
got a treble that
Yeah,
year.
okay,
Gerrard
so
was a
he-
very, very big
hold on.
part of that.
Hold on. So if he made his debut in 1998, right, and Michael Owen won the Ballon d'Or in 2001, how could Gerrard consistently have been the best player since he made his debut? Answer the question.
What do you mean? The same way that Virgil van Dijk has probably consistently been our best player, but Salah will leap up the awards. Simple thing.
These guys, we can't.
It's
Salah-
when
no,
you
no.
score goals, you're gonna get it right.
Guys,
That's what happens.
Ram, will
We
you
can't
say,
let Bruno
I
come
just tell
here
you
with
this,
Carabao
will
and
you,
assist
will you say
record.
that
Let's go.
Gerrard was the best midfielder at least at his country
The best midfielder when? Sorry.
for England when he played?
Oh
Would you have-
yes, like 10,000% the best. The best player for England.
Adams, no riot. Yeah, hold on. I'm getting somewhere with this. I don't think Bruno is even the best Portuguese midfielder.
That, I
Like,
agree. I completely agree.
Is he better than Vitinha?
That's what's different
Is
between
he
the two of
better
them.
than Vitinha?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing
No.
here?
Yeah.
These are
never
guys with
missing.
BVS. They're decorated.
Yeah.
You're like
George,
Morgan.
the only reason
George,
Gerrard was
yeah.
not captain for England
This guy
longer is
walks
because
in
John
bare
Terry
chested,
slept
guys,
with his
guys.
teammate's
and
wife.
they
That
say
was
nasty
it. That's the
things
only
about him.
reason.
Guys, he
This
said
Bruno
Gerrard was the
Fernandes,
best
this
player
thing-
in his
in
country.
fact, George, you
Right?
are Bruno Fernandes because
We
you-
know
you-
Gerrard was not
you
the
know
best
how
player in his
remarkable
country
it is.
consistently.
The wall behind you, it's so ordinary. You are the embodiment of Bruno Fernandez,
Yeah,
languishing down there.
guys, we gotta move on. We gotta
Hey
move on.
guys,
We have
guys,
to wrap
so,
this up. We have to wrap up the show. We have
so
to wrap up
guys,
the show.
guys, so quickly. Another Fernandez is in our presence. Enzo Fernandez. Adam, talk to us, talk to us.
Okay, Bruno is a better Fernandez than this Fernandez.
Yeah,
I'll give
Bruno is
you
Yeah,
that.
better Fernandez. Adams,
Hey.
what's actually going? That PSG game was good until you guys were
Bro,
trying to copy Tottenham, eh?
I don't know, man. I don't know, bro.
Adams, all I have to say is it 5-2 or fine 2? We should both know the answer.
Hey, man. Hey, bro. 5 goals in Champions League. The first time since what? I think 2000 or something crazy like that. And he followed it up with losing to Newcastle. We haven't lost to Newcastle at the bridge since. Remember that famous game, right? Cisse,
Mhm.
2012.
Captain Cisse, that was
Yeah.
a wicked goal.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on anymore. Look, man, like you guys are tired of me ranting and talking about this
Oh, I'm
team.
not tired. I actually have.
I'm not-
Let me mute my mic. Hold on.
Talk to
Hey,
us,
man,
talk to
I
us.
look, Rosinio, I respect him. I kind of like him, but that decision to start our second choice keeper against the current best team in the world because of what? Because you wanted a keeper that was better with his feet. I don't understand the audacity these days in football. Like some coaches just think they can toy with years of history. And I don't care what anybody says, but in that competition, we have history, we have pedigree. That's like we've been one of the most like the foremost English teams in recent memory in that competition. I don't want to. You can talk about number of titles won, whatever, but I'm talking about like performances, memories, nights that you can just go back, think about recent memory against Madrid, against Atletico, Napoli. Think about those games, right? Chelsea always stands up, and our form in the league doesn't matter, right? We might be 12th in Champions League night will turn up. And I feel like this, what he did, it just signals the start of a new era for us. We're no longer that team. We're no longer that team in Europe anymore. I don't think after what we did against conceding five goals to PSG in the manner that we did, I don't think anybody would fear us anymore. As a matter of fact, that performance is the singular reason why I think we're not making Champions League this season. I don't think we're going to the
Nah,
Champions
I
League.
think you will.
I
Villa
don't
has
think so,
Emery,
man.
bro. You are going to make champ just only because Emery is in Villa. You'll make champs. But Kopama, though, talk to me, man. What's actually going on with him? Is it tactics? Is it the injury?
I mean, like, look, I feel like for players like Cole Palmer, Enzo, and Caicedo, right? They're the only reason why we've done anything good this season. And you can throw João Pedro in there. Like, they're the only reasons why we're not a Spurs right now. Like, they're the reasons why we're still in the mix in terms of like qualification for Champions League. So it's hard for me to flog those guys, right? Like you guys can do it, and you might be right in whatever assessment you have with those guys. But I just think these guys, come on, man. Like I feel it will get to a point where these guys won't want to be here anymore. I don't think it's a function of these guys. You can look at games and say, okay, PSG away, Palmer didn't do well. Um, Arsenal at home, Caicedo was stupid for making that tackle. Yes, there are those games that they could have done better. But in general, like if you look at those players, you can't look at one game. You have to look at the season as a whole. In general, I think they've done okay, right? Maybe we've propped them a little too highly, right? Maybe we've put them in conversations that, you know, perhaps maybe prematurely, but still, those guys are close to world class, and they're very good players. That if you put in any, look at what Noni is doing in your team. If Noni is still in Chelsea
No,
right
no,
now,
no.
yeah, no, Enzo on any title contending team improves the team, right? We saw Enzo against PSG. the performance that he put against PSG, even Caicedo against PSG. And I would even argue Palmer against PSG wasn't so bad. I thought he played well until, we considered that goal. So, yes, they are our best players. They're going to get the stick if we don't perform well, but I don't really think it's about them, man. I don't think they're really the issue here. Palmer has had injury worries throughout the season. Mind you, this is the first real injury in his entire career. Don't forget, Palmer's career is 3 seasons long. He has only played 3 seasons professionally. Forget about what he did at City. I don't think that matters much. When he got here in Pochettino season, Maresca season. So this is his 3rd season, and now he's injured. So why do you want me to judge him off of like an off year? And still, if you look at his numbers are still pretty decent. So you can say whatever you want about Palmer. I think he's our best player. I don't think he's our problem. I don't think it's our issue. And I don't even think it's not even the players, man. It's not the players. You can look at the team and go, okay, we have a decent starting 11. And you look at the bench, we don't really have anybody coming off the bench to help us, right? Delap, I don't know, man. Like, it just feels like wrong timing, wrong guy in the wrong situation. I don't think he should be playing for us at this moment. João Pedro turned the season around. Wonderful signing. Like, we've seen what he has done against PSG. He had an off night, but I don't blame him, right? First major like Champions League game in his entire career or season. So that's bound to happen sometimes. But if you look at the team, you can't look past the owners. You can't look past the decision that they made. Sacking Maresca, Liam Rosinio coming into the team and just being so naive in what would have been like the biggest night in his career. But I don't know, man.
But you didn't speak on Garnacho.
Garnacho didn't even play that game.
Nah,
Like,
George,
he came in.
George, hold on, let me get him.
Yes, he
first.
did.
Hold on.
He
Hold on.
came in.
was
He came in
there,
what
bro.
the game was like,
George, free Garnacho agenda. There's more important.
Leave that for
George, you
Ab.
don't know some of the things that Adams was saying on this
Leave
part.
that for Ab. Who's a cool.
We have to draw this guy out, bro. There's no way. This Cole Palmer thing, right? And this is why when I was telling him to breathe and calm down, when the guy was popping wolves, he refused to breathe. He was adjusting his face cap and his glasses and telling me, Uzo, are you going to really look me in the eye right now and tell me that what we're seeing right now is what's special? You called Hazard's name. Hazard. You called
calm down,
Can you be my
Bro, Adams, you've been caught fufu-handed, bro. Adams has been caught
I saw it
fufu-handed.
one time. I paid my crime.
No, Adams, but you do have to answer for some of the things you said when Kopama was eating Brighton and Wolves. Because I honestly feel like I saw a video the other day about Palmer, Foden, and Saka.
Mm-hmm.
All of them are kind of in the same boat. But I think it's only Chelsea fans that don't want to accept. The rest of us have accepted.
How?
Bro, the performances, right? It's not even about stats. We know the game is a stats-related game, right? The performances from the games, even the games against us, like the game at the Emirates, he just doesn't have impact.
Bro, he's playing through injury, bro.
I'm saying is Adam, everybody. That's not an excuse about him. That's not an excuse for Saka, dude. It's not an excuse for any other player.
Bro, you didn't say that, though. You didn't say that.
I'm saying that, like, injury is one thing. Like, it's not an excuse. It's never been in professional sports. If you are fit enough to wear your cleats and go
Also,
out.
why are you acting like he wasn't bad before he got injured? The guy was on like a 30-game streak with like no NPTs. Like, wait, Adam, let's be honest, right? If you think this guy is a generational talent, a superstar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you're doing him a disservice by telling me he's still your best player, because he hasn't been, not in the last year. He hasn't been the Cole Palmer of the year that he broke out. Can we level on?
He hasn't.
Right? Because my thing is, if you claim this guy is as good as this and that, can we hold him to the standard of this and that? That's all I'm asking. Because I heard someone say, oh, he can't play inside the left hand, right, middle channel. And then if they put Garnacho next to him, bro, stop it. That's the type of stuff that George was telling me about. If Bruno Fernandes was in DM, who gives a crap? He's the best midfielder in the league, right? He's the best midfielder in the league. Stick him in goal, he should be fine.
He's doing it.
George, we're gonna come back to Bruno. Don't worry. Rest. He's doing it now, ain't it? After they sacked Amorim, his best friend, You see these guys? No, Adam. When you were telling me that Cole Palmer you were calling names like Hazard.
Nah. Don't do
Adam,
that.
Adam, stop
I
now.
said,
No,
now
no,
let me
we post our
clarify. I
episodes.
said he's the most special player we've seen since Hazard.
Bro,
And I wasn't wrong.
What does that sound
I
like?
wasn't wrong.
What does
So
that
but I
sound
never. You said it like I was comparing him to Hazard.
Nah, man, you
That's
see
literally
how
a comparison.
you see how mellow you see how mellow his voice is now. That day,
That day, he was adjusting his shades. And
bro.
he was about to deck me through this. All I was saying was, can he do it against someone that's not Wolves? You know what I mean?
But when he did it, though, when he
There's
did
the-
it, everybody was quiet. When he did it against PSG this summer, what did you guys say?
Man, that glorified preseason.
There
You know
you
what?
go. Now, that's
Based on the
exactly
way you
what
guys have
said.
played this season, you're gonna have to earn that world champion title again by doing something beyond that. Like go win something of note in something where you other people are raising. Don't beat Flamingo and Fluminense and come and flaunt stuff in my face. Palma has been poor. Outside of that PSG game, he's been poor for the better part of a season and a half. This is without injury. So for me, if you're going to say you're a superstar, if you're going to say you're this guy, that's well and good. The same thing we said for Saka. Go into the Champions League, go prove it on the big stage, right? He went to the Champions League. He had the performance against Bayern in the knockout, and he's kind of fallen off since. But at least he has performances to back up the claim. I want to see Palmer now. Okay, here's the same PSG, right? You did it against them. Go do it again.
Okay,
I don't
so
want-
when he did it,
go do it
when he,
again.
wait, hold on. When he did it against Bayern, we lost that game, but he was the best player on
That's
the pitch
group
that
stage.
day.
I'm talking about the moments that we
Oh, that
remember
wasn't
from
Champions
Ronaldo and
League,
Messi.
right? That
Nobody
wasn't
cares
Champions
about
League.
No, we're talking about the knockout stage now.
Adams. You know what the Champions League moment. You're in Champions League
Bro,
heritage.
the
Club.
thing is that Adams is used to Hazard ghosting the knockouts. This might actually be why he likes Palmer. This is a track what we saw with Hazard, bro. It's okay. We can.
You know what? Players. Adam, you see what you've done?
Go
Go
ahead, man. Like, I
Go
mean,
on. But my thing on Chelsea though, right? I like Liam Virginia. Like I'm probably one of the few people who I think he'll do well. Like I look at him and he feels like he's arrogant enough, young enough, and daring enough
do well
to
at
be
Chelsea
successful
or overall in his career.
in his career.
Chelsea.
I think he'll do well at Chelsea because surprisingly, I think the club and the model is tailor-made for him. Literally, he came from your feeder club. This is what he's doing. This is exactly where he's supposed to be.
They're gonna
I don't think
fire
the
him.
fans will take to him because he's kind of a representation of the ownership that they're not really
Exactly.
fancying right now.
Exactly.
But if you were to let him cook, he absolutely will cook.
Let him
I can
cook
see him
what?
being in Arteta.
Bro, how would
Let him
nah,
cook,
come
let
on,
him
bro?
cook,
That's
let him
unacceptable. That's unacceptable.
No, I mean he's gonna make mistakes. He's literally learning on the job.
No, that
I'm
type of
saying-
mistake is unacceptable. You don't make mistakes like that.
I disagree because if it works out, you're a genius. If
All
it
right.
works out, you're a genius. And it ain't like Sanchez is any better. Sanchez is liable to have put in that exact performance. Am I lying?
Bro. Sanchez isn't
You act
great,
like he
bro.
dropped Allison and played Riem in goal. He dropped a Bozo and played another
Well,
Bozo.
actually, Uzo, to
Oh, wow.
that point, we lost 5-2 to Real Madrid in the knockout rounds, I think, and Allison was directly at fault for 2 of those goals as well. And so,
That is true as well.
Adams, I feel for you because I love Cole Palmer, and I think he shows up in the big games when it really, really matters. He's done it for England, he's done it for Chelsea multiple times, and there are games where he will go and score like it's not like a good. It's like he'll score 4 goals or get you like 3 goals, 2 assists, and like just an absolute worldy tape as well. I will say I think some of these better players have the benefit of having other good players on the team at that same level to mask when they're going through a bad time. I think with Liverpool, we always had Sadio Mane go through like 10-game droughts, or Firmino would go through like 15-game droughts, but Salah would pick up the slack. I think at times when Salah's been going through a goal drought, when he's chasing a record, Mane would like end up doing stuff in the business end. And then we had Jota and Diaz. Enzo Fernandez is the guy that scores all the goals for Chelsea at the moment because they actually don't have any other world-class strikers. And I think João Pedro is great, but
Yeah, just
João Pedro benefits when Palmer is feeding him and playing him. There's a little too much instability around like what kinds of players are coming in and out of the team. And I think the poor guys must have played with like 50 different players,
Oh,
I think, in the last 3
Riem.
seasons.
Bro, someone with sense.
Look at the
Like, you
chances
guys
he's
watch
missing.
the
Look at
game,
the
bro.
final
You
balls
see the
he had
game.
to lift.
He's had what? 4 coaches. 4 coaches in the last.
I hate when we start doing this thing.
What do you mean you hate
when
when he's had 4 coaches, bro? He's had
Adam,
4
other
coaches.
players in those same Enzo has had the same 4 coaches. Caicedo has had the same.
Oh, now Enzo had. What were you saying about Enzo? He said, what's the name of that Fulham player? That one, that Brazilian guy, that one that was in Manchester United. You said he was better than Enzo last year. You said it. You said it. Pereira. You said Pereira was now Enzo.
Adams is banter. It's banter. Here's my thing, right? All of these players have the same excuses. Reece James has the same excuse. And, Reece James has been poor in a couple games, like, recently. But, like, when you see him play, you can still see the quality. In recent games, Palmer has been the reason why the team has underperformed in front of goal. Like, factually. His final ball has been awful. Decision-making, awful. Finishing, absolutely unconvincing. You can call out players for being poor. I feel like I hate this whole system and environment thing every single time. Oh, first it was the injury and the long layoff. And then it was the platforming. And then it was, 4 coaches. What does 4 coaches have to do with you passing the ball to the open guy and creating a chance to score?
Bro, you watch football. What do you mean what does 4 coaches have to do? Like, okay.
I'm being honest. Like, most coaches don't coach an attack anyway. They just tell the players when you get into the dangerous areas, they trust the player's decision-making. His decision-making has been poor. Can you not say that?
Okay.
Is it a bad thing to say that?
In a few games, I already said that. In a few games, we could say about Caicedo. Caicedo had a few games where he made poor decisions against Burnley, the pen against Burnley, against Bayern, against Arsenal too. Yeah, he made poor decisions. But does that mean? Well, we can still see, right? We see the context. We see that he's a good player, but the team is not playing well as a whole, right? And
I think he's a good player. I just think. And this has always been my stance. I think everyone was too quick to try to make.
What do you mean too quick? That's what I'll never agree with.
I think it was too quick. I think a guy that had never played.
So when you score, how many goals did you score that season? When you score 20 something goals.
This is a guy that had never played in the Champions League, and people were so quick to crown him as a superstar. I just think it's too quick.
No, but to be the middle person, Adams, what you're saying is true. Though, like when you have that type of season. And you have people like even Carragher, right? Like saying some of the things he said about Palmer. Yeah. You kind of have to hold the player to that level. Is kind of what we're seeing with Saka. He's just not playing well. There's no excuse of system or hamstring or anything. Like he's actually just not playing well. The same thing with Palmer. But if you can,
Saka has a settled team. Like the coach has been there for 5 years. He knows his role. I honestly, I would love. You're right, Uzo. Maybe there is a lot of excuses, but I'll boil it down to one thing. I'd love to see the start and end of a season for Chelsea with the same coach that had a plan going in for him to start the season. Palmer's fully fit. He has players around him. If you just get one season like that, he'll perform just like he did the first season.
You're acting like his FIFA.
Well, Riam, I would love to see Ira Star in my living room when I walk out. But guess what? It ain't gonna happen. He signed up to go play at Chelsea. He left Manchester City, that was a stable club, known to promote youth. Known to platform them because he was impatient and he thought that he was ready, right? He went there, he proved that he was ready, and we lauded him for it. So it's like you can't eat the chicken and eat the egg. I don't know if that's what I'm saying, but I've just said it. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't leave and then we all praise you like, oh yeah, he's a man. Same thing we did with Sancho. Yeah, he's proven Pep wrong, all that. Cool.
Now, I just think it's very unfortunate when a goalkeeper so blatantly sells the tie, and it's
the funny thing is like we saw the game before that.
Exactly, and it's like, okay, Palmer, go get 3 goals for me now because the goalkeeper screwed up.
Okay, he was playing well.
He was fine.
They put this guy on him. What's that guy's name? The one.
But you know the irony, like for the third goal, right? Palmer misses a very, very easy opportunity.
That was easy, bro. The keeper made a good save. Right. What are you saying? The keeper made a good save.
All right, guys.
So he's just a regular player. I don't want to hear it with superstar, man. I don't want to hear it. Because if I can't hold you to superstar standards, I don't want to hear it.
And you know the funny thing, against Villa, he drops a masterclass. Everybody does what? They can't see.
No,
they don't see.
The thing is, Adams
now, when he's there shouting about a Villa performance, he's claiming best player in ever because of 2 assists against Villa.
No, it's calm. Adams, I'm with you, bro. When you were pulling out foot in every last second, Saka was balling. This is how I felt. But it's all right. We have to move on from this topic. We're rounding up.
By the way, Reece James, best right back in the world.
That one we'll give that one.
Best. Look,
right right after Timber, I'll have him. But now we need to go into predictions.
Pedro Porro.
We need to go into predictions. George, unfortunately, you can't partake in this one. We'll get to you after this. UCL tie coming up. UCL
What
tie
can George participate in?
He really no. I'm gonna line
George
him up for Man City. That's the second team. Yeah, George, you can actually partake. You give us his predictions. But all right, we're gonna start with the UCL games, right? And this one is just going to be your team. What do you think is going to be the score of your team's second leg? We'll start with Adams, Uzo, Riam, Bruno, then me.
Yeah, I want to see a win. Like at least go out with some pride.
I'm
At
saying
home-
score. You have to give us.
Yes, I'm saying like in front of the fans. I'll say 3-1.
3-1.
He almost said 3-0, then he realized what that would mean.
All right, Uzo.
I'll say 3. I'm not trying to get one on the goals.
Hey man,
One, my guy.
90 minutes.
And hey, let me at the break.
Niski not perform 90 minutes at that stadium. 90
30 minutes is a long time in
It's
NCAA.
a bro, I'm saying it's long.
But I don't know who he's long for. Ironically enough, I thought Atletico was poor. I'm sorry, like they were like besides the gift,
you guys gifted them everything.
they were just
Yeah.
they were, and we looked like we could even get something out of that game. Like the end, I was just like, "Whoa, is this what y'all are offering?" And then I look back to Barcelona being down 4-0 to them, overturning that to 3-0 because I don't know what Simeone's out there doing, but they have Dragusin and they have Lukman, they have Alvarez. Let's be real. I see 3-1 their way. I think it's an 8-3 tie. I think it's going to look awful, but it's not the first time Bayern did this to us. They did the 8-2 thing to us, so it's the history of the Tottenham. But on the bright side, I want to be out of the Champions League. We have no business adding Champions League games to this relegation stew that we're cooking. Please, Lord, we need one game a week, and we need all the help that we can get. So let's just go ahead and bow out disgracefully.
Look at him. Like he would take a comeback and a win. You're like, let's just go. Like,
No, I wouldn't take it. I don't want to be in this competition. I'm good. Okay, take it for what? To be out the next round and then possibly give it. We have 10 players fit. We had to field 2 goalkeepers, and we're still 2 people short of the required 9 subs that we need to have on it. Listen, I don't want any. I want to be like Judge. How do I sign up for that ticket? That 40 game ticket. That's what I need.
You're a foolish guy, bro.
Riam,
where did you buy those tickets, man? I need
Riam, what's your prediction for the Anfield tie?
I hate to say it. I think we're gonna draw 1-1 and then we'll lose the tie as a result. And I think it's going to be a really flat, boring. I don't think it's going to be a scramble where we chance after chance after chance we got unlucky. I think it's going to be very uninspiring.
Graham, literally, that's my prediction for the Liverpool game.
Yeah,
and I think they
1-1.
score first, and then you tie it up in like the 60th minute, and then
come on, guys, and then nothing happens. Yeah. I think so.
I don't know why I see that clear,
Judge, give us a Judge, give us an unbiased City prediction. And I know what you want to happen, but give us an unbiased. With what you've seen so far from Pep, the players, what is your prediction for that Madrid tie, second leg?
Bro, the thing is, I actually think City, they're gonna try to make it interesting. I think it's one of those games like they'll come in, they might even do like 2-0 early, like that type of thing. And you think the thing about Madrid is like they're prone to these kind of things. Like there's some games I watch in the Copa del Rey or when they're playing some teams in La Liga, like some lower league teams, and they're just doing rubbish. Yeah. So like that's what I'm saying. Madrid is actually prone to things like that. So I think City can do 2-0 early, but I don't think they win the tie. I think like maybe it will be like 2-1. Like City will win the game, but I think Madrid will score 2-1. I don't see City winning this time. So
I see that City tie. I think Real Madrid are in form, like crazy form right now. Like they hit
since Mbappe left that lineup,
bro. I'm Mugabe.
Since Mugabe left that lineup, they're trying to
have some serious conversations. But yeah, no, I actually see Real Madrid like I see like a 2-2. I see a 2-2 over there, but City is bad. City is just bad, man. Bad.
for my own team, I mean it's the Emirates. I think a 2-0 win for the Arsenal. All
Yeah.
right, now we can go to the next fixture right after that one. There's a big game on Sunday, Carabao Cup final. Same thing. We'll start with Adams, Uzo, Riam, Bruno,
We're
then
just doing predictions, right?
yeah, just predictions. Was score prediction the
Uh,
score
Score
for the Carabao
prediction.
Cup final?
It's a
Is
final.
Haaland back fit, or did they confirm anything with that? The groin?
He played,
Pep,
right? I think he played against West Ham, didn't
No,
he?
Pep
no,
said he
he
had
had
a
a
groin
groin
stuff.
issue
I
after the
think it's
game.
just Pep being Pep. He's
Okay.
gonna play the final. They are gonna inject him.
I
Yeah.
think it's an Arsenal win, man. I think you guys win it. I think you guys win that one, man. I
Wow.
see it like a 1-0, 2-1 type game, but I think you guys win it.
One.
Yeah.
Maruzo.
I think it goes to penalties. I think that I think penalties. The difference could be Donnarumma, but I also think Arsenal have the better penalty taker because the defenders are very good.
You know what?
I think Arsenal win on penalties. I think
If I
Arsenal,
to lose that tie, I want to lose it on penalties. I don't want to lose it
I
in
don't think you'd lose on penalties
extra
because I
time.
feel like you guys have a deeper penalty taking, like all four of the defenders.
don't,
But the best goal tackle in the-
don't put money on those penalties, man.
I don't think you'll be on the
Honestly,
pitch.
that's
Wait, he doesn't. He.
bro. He has
He'll be
missed
back.
2 this season.
Oh,
No,
really?
I don't want to see him near no pens. Riam, talk to me. Predictions. So we have
I-
two Arsenal wins already.
I think 0-0 going into extra time, and Arsenal grab a 1-0 winner at some point in extra time.
I can see it.
George, not George. Sorry,
Bruno.
Fernandes.
Frenage.
No,
Talk to me.
God
man.
forbid, God forbid everything you guys said. God forbid. No. Man City will win that game 3-0. I'm not even joking. The win,
That's a realistic
bro.
prediction.
George sounds like all those beer parlor uncles. I've been telling you that if Rooney played today, he will score 200 goals in one season. George, talk to me, man. Give me a proper
Bro,
prediction.
I'm actually
Yes,
no. I'm
He's
actually
being serious.
I'm actually, bro. Like you think I'm joking? I'm actually
George
being
is that
serious. I
Japanese
really
soldier
think.
that didn't know World War II is over. It's okay. Bro. Go home.
No,
You can go home.
I
You can
I,
get out
I,
of the
I don't know
section.
what it is. No, if Arsenal, here's my thing, right? If Arsenal is not scoring from corner kicks or set piece, there's no way they're creating a chance against us. They're not beating City like from
You
open
don't
play
have
or
to
anything.
pitch it. City are bad. Have you watched them?
Bro,
City are
I'm
very
telling you,
bad, and
I was
Arsenal
watching-
just pack the box.
Okay, bro, you guys are not understanding. Remember, this is a cup final. This is a cup final. Who cares your form? This is a
That's
cup
why
final.
it's
Everybody's
boring, dude.
going
They
home.
they don't create any chances in those cup finals.
Bro, I'm telling you,
I mean,
I already seen the game.
Is George's prediction 3-0,
Yeah, Absolutely.
Haaland hat trick.
I've seen the game, bro.
I
No,
did
no, no. It won't be Haaland hat trick.
I did with
Semenyo
you,
will give us some goals there.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see now.
No,
Sunday.
I actually do think if there's no Haaland, that could be advantage City, man. I'm glad that my agenda on that guy finally came true.
Nah. You can't.
Look at him.
No,
man.
you
Look at
actually
him now.
cannot catch that in.
No, I have
You
to.
actually cannot
It's
catch,
good for 3 seasons.
bro. After
It's
what he
good.
has done, the damage he did, you cannot catch
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Nah, yeah, I don't think.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
going to talk it up to the league being.
Others, I rest him after the podcast.
No. We can catch that. We can attribute his success to KDB. What's
Oh,
he
we
done
can, no
without him?
problem. But
What's
you
he done
cannot
without him?
catch that in, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, my own prediction is it's been a minute. I've been in one of these, right? So I don't really know how it goes, but I honestly think it's going to be a difficult game considering my team knows how to defend and not attack, and City know how to attack and can't defend. I'm leaning toward what Ram is saying. I think it will be KG, but 2-1. 2-1 is my prediction. 2-1 the Arsenal. And now we can go to something a little bit more interesting. Top 5. Which team do you think skips out on top 5? Game 30 after game 38. I'll go first since I don't really have any horse in this race. I'm gonna go Villa. I don't like Emery. I don't like anything about him. This is his fourth top 5 or top 4 race, and he's going to bottle it again the same way he did it year after year after year with every team he has coached. I think Villa are out of it. George, which team do you think doesn't get into the top 5?
Are we even sure that 5 teams?
Honestly,
Yeah, it's 5.
and that's
We might lose that.
only because Chelsea still has to play. They have to play Manchester City. They have to play United. They have to play,
Oh wait, Chelsea still play United.
and then they
Ooh.
have to play Spurs.
Please. Yeah, please,
Huh?
sports.
No, that's actually a nasty lineup of games. I didn't know Chelsea had that nasty schedule, and they're still in the
What'd
FA
you say?
Cup. No, George, go on.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah,
might
no.
be okay.
So that's what
George,
Yeah, I
George,
think it's yeah.
George networks. Okay, George,
I'm saying.
we'll come back to
They
you.
still have to play all these top teams, and
Yeah,
There
no,
we go.
it's good they got Bruno out of it.
Yeah.
Riam, talk to me. Who misses out of the top 5?
I think 100% Villa, and I saw something on the table yesterday. They have 40 goals or something like that. That's horrible for this point of season, especially if you're in third place. And I think Emery's biggest strength was almost crashing in so many goals that you forget about the defensive lapses. And these guys haven't won. They've won, I think, 3 games in the last 11 matches. If you want to take out the Arsenal game, it's 2 wins in the last 9 matches. They're food, bro. And they still have to play City and Liverpool, I think, as their last 2 matches.
Yeah,
Liverpool do have a couple hard fixtures against United, Chelsea, Villa, I think, but
yeah. You
I,
guys,
I
you
think
guys
Villa
have
done.
some tasty top 6 games.
Definitely. Every week there's a Rager game for sure. But after the cup final, I think.
Wow. Okay. Villa out. Because I
Yeah.
know you don't have any interest here, but who do you think misses out on the top 5?
This is the first time I've scrolled up on the table. Wow. A lot is going on up here. Damn, I didn't even realize what was going on. You know what I mean? I've been over here in the 15, 16 range. But yeah, it looks like even Brentford has been with a shout.
Mm.
And Everton. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, who do I think misses out on top 5? First of all, I don't know if 5 teams are gonna get Champions League.
No, Arsenal crashed it in for everybody finishing first. We're safe for one more year.
Okay, so if there's 5 teams, I think obviously Arsenal, City. I think United will get it. I think Carrick could create us some momentum. Surprisingly, I think Villa will get it. I think it'll do him good to get the loss. Like, you kind of got the bad form out of the way. And it's like, if you want to be going into good form, you want to go into good form with the remainder of the season coming up. So I think I'm going at Arsenal, City, United, Villa, and if it's between Liverpool and Chelsea, I think I'm going Chelsea. Because I don't know, from what I've seen from Liverpool, I feel like there's like the one thing the other thing that Leeds have is the togetherness and the desire to go for it. That team kind of looks deflated. I don't know what it is, but and I think it starts from the top with Virgil. So I feel like his time as captain has been kind of. I'll be real. It feels like it's taking on his personality of just kind of like, just kind of shrugging the shoulders.
Yeah.
So
We're only going to make it if other teams lose.
Well, okay, so you said Chelsea are the ones that have the bad.
Yeah. I'm looking at Chelsea's game and it's looking spooky. Chelsea have a lot
I'll say the top 5 stays as is then. Liverpool, Villa, United, City, and all. Sorry, Adam.
Adams, talk to me.
I know I said after that performance against PSG, I don't think we get it, but I never go against my team in any prediction. So definitely, when it comes down to it, I don't think Villa. I don't know Villa, like you said, man. I don't think they have that mentality to get over the line, right? And just because those games are going to mean something to us, like those City games. First of all, against City, they're not beating Chelsea for sure. Like, yeah,
Well, they're not good
They-
enough.
huh?
I said they're not good enough to.
Yeah, so that's not a game where I'm like, and Spurs, we're beating Spurs, so don't put that in those like difficult games.
You
So
don't do that to me, Adam. With what is on the line?
Well, to be honest, right, I
Wow.
honestly think where you guys are going to sweat a little bit is Everton away,
yeah,
Brighton away.
yes, those are the
not
ones
easy
that
games.
yeah.
Especially those
Oh
two
wait,
teams.
they have Everton away, Brighton away.
They have
City
Everton away, Brighton away.
in their last 8. You're not making your brother go.
That's exactly why I think we're
You're
gonna
not
make
making your.
Yeah,
What?
those are the games
That is the
like,
hardest running
no,
That's
no,
what I'm
yeah, they
saying.
definitely have the hardest running because you're playing teams that have, they've kind of settled they're not going to get relegated. They're not going to go any
No,
higher.
but Everton is pushing for Europe. That's why people were asking why were they going for the.
Oh yeah, no,
I
Everton
mean,
for
they're pushing
sure.
for Europe. They're 8.
First of
They
all,
can make
Everton
offers.
Everton away from home are not great.
Mhm.
I mean, sorry, at home are not great. Everton
Oh,
at
yeah,
home,
yeah. This is not home. They've been bad.
they are not great.
So maybe
And
that might help you.
and if I know anything about this Chelsea team, is always when you count them out. So
Please,
yeah.
I'm counting you out against Man City, brother.
No, we're getting something against City for sure. That one I'll tell you.
I can see you
We-
guys. You won't be United obviously because there's I don't know there's a curse there whatever.
No, they're coming.
You
They're
can
coming.
get
To,
something
they're
out of
coming to
City
Stamford
game.
Bridge. They're coming to Stamford Bridge.
So, Adam,
think
that's
and
great.
we're leaving, and we're leaving with 3 points.
We'll see. We'll see about that.
I don't know
We'll see
about 3
about that.
points, but I think that's a score draw.
We're leaving with
I
3
think it-
points,
but,
bro.
But that fixture list is nasty, Adam. That's not what you want going into the trip.
Bro,
That's
it's,
too many hard
look,
teams.
it's Villa, man. Villa they're not getting anything done.
But
What's
Chelsea's
Villa's-
not getting Champions League, man. I'm sorry.
What's Villa's
Villa
running?
not
okay,
getting
bro.
anything done.
Okay, so Villa for you, Adams.
Yeah, Villa.
George, your connection was kind of bad the last time, but what team did you say is not making the top 5?
Oh, I said Chelsea because I think I was naming the games that they have, and I was like, man, it's too many tough games, and it's like in a run in 8 games, you literally can't slip up. They don't have room to slip up in all their fixtures. Like there's
Yeah,
literally
you're
no
saying it
room.
like the teams that we're growing against.
Yeah,
are
I
gonna
mean
slip up.
that's why
It's
the
going to
top
the
5
last
running
day.
is good because every team is gonna have some slip ups.
Yeah.
At least
You're telling me
until,
Villa is not going to lose to the end of the season, and Liverpool is not going to lose to the end of
I'm
the
not
season.
saying they're not gonna lose, but I'm saying like like when it's like, oh, I slipped up against Manchester City. Let me have a break and play Burnley. No, you wake up, you have to play United. You have to play this team. So it's
That's what
like
I'm saying is Chelsea though. If we wake up and we have to play Burnley, that's when we'll lose. Like when we play those teams like Burnley, Leeds,
Chips,
bro.
don't you miss these days?
Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
The good old
When
days.
we're
of
playing
soccer.
all those teams that we should win,
No,
that's
but
when.
I think it would be very interesting, and I think that's I was gonna do title prediction, but let's allow that to marinate a bit. Neither
You know what my prediction is though.
I want
everything
to. I
goes
want to hear
until the last
what
day.
your prediction and,
Hmm?
I think
George's
everything goes.
no,
until
no,
the
no.
last
My prediction,
I
I would say my own
relegation,
prediction.
title and top 4. I think they all go to.
Oh,
You think the
That
title
what?
goes to the last day?
Yeah, I think everything goes to the last day.
What do you mean goes to the last day? Like we don't get
Like final day things like it'll be like they'd be 3 points ahead with a better goal difference.
Yeah.
So it'd be like one of those like
Really?
if
Like,
we
you
win
they still
9-0
think
and
that way?
Arsenal lose 7-1 and they'll win. It'll be one of those things, but we'll go into the last day with a chance at
I-
everything. I firmly
I
I
actually-
don't think so, man.
I
don't
actually
think
no. I agree with him, and I said that in the chat earlier. I said they would Man City would beat them at Etihad, right? And then that's when the real title race begins. That's what I think, bro. So
my
and
I think both
and
teams
you
are still gonna
and you
drop
guys know this
Why
that
are you
that
guys
game
doing this to
that,
yourselves?
no, bro,
Why
listen,
are you doing this to
listen.
yourselves?
George
No.
doesn't think
You
they'll
see
win
that?
the title. I still think they'll win the title, but I think we'll go into the final
Bro,
day.
right
with,
now,
like,
right
an
now, we're
outside
actually
chance.
doing fan fiction. It's all right.
Like, what's going on here?
I
man?
know,
What's
we're,
going on, bro?
no,
They got
bro.
Bournemouth,
You
they
guys
got
are you're
It's not
acting like the
it's
league
super
is
straightforward.
completely over. There's still a big
It
chance.
is, bro. It is.
No,
It's
Why
Bro,
do
it's
you
not
think it's
over.
over, Adam?
the thing is,
So,
the
so
league
if
is.
they win their game in hand is 6. If they beat Arsenal at the Etihad,
It's 3 points.
How's that
Bro,
over?
we saw this Man City, bro. We saw
No,
them.
they're
Bro,
bad.
stop
We
doing
get
Man
it.
that.
City are not going to
They're
win
always-
every single
They're
game
not
this season.
winning
They are a
anything,
bad
bro. They're not
team.
winning
I agree.
anything.
Graham, I agree. But
Bro,
my
but
point
you-
is about like why are we acting like it's just over?
No, I think
Yeah.
It's
Why is it
because
not?
City are not the same team. Because I've heard this like 3 times this season now,
We
where
did this in
City are gonna go on a
January,
run
and
now,
Arsenal
and then they
went
go and lose
the
against
title race
Tottenham or
back on his head
something.
by dropping points to Wolves and Brentford back to back. You're telling me that can't happen again?
no, it
Bro,
can't.
it's
very-
When Arsenal made this a title race in January,
It's not happening
City
again.
but
were
I
in the
mean,
middle of 4
no,
draws in a row.
I don't think
They were also bad.
the title race is done. What I always want to dismiss is this belief that Man City or Arsenal can win all their games going on. It's not going to happen.
Neither
Yeah.
party is winning all their games.
Now I'm saying neither of us are winning all our games. That's why I'm like, I want it to be a little bit closer, then we can have a better conversation. George
But
is
do you not
acting
wanna,
like
like,
they're going to
confirm the
slap
title, like,
Madrid till the
No,
play-
bro. I think Chooks always misunderstands me because my thing is not even about Manchester City going on a run. Even that game against Arsenal Everton. Do you like
Yeah.
honest to God? Honest to God. Honest to God.
Pickford,
You
check
watch
his
that
bank
game.
account, that's what I'm gonna say. Check Pickford.
I'm telling
You
you,
can't go from that
they
save
could-
last week to what you just did this week. I'm just saying. I don't know what that
Yeah,
was.
that's
but
what I'm saying. It's all on Arsenal. They're the team, the type of team to slip
And I
up
think they have
and
hard.
drop
I think
points.
Bournemouth and Newcastle are difficult games. That's just me. Maybe I'm tripping, but I think those are difficult.
No, I want to see that Newcastle game. Our RSVP. I'm ready.
My thing is to end this discussion. I think Adams will agree with me. Is everybody is a hard game for Arsenal, but for some reason it's not a hard game for City. And with that, guys, we're gonna end the podcast. Please like, share, subscribe. Let us know your thoughts on top 5 race. Really, unfortunately,
We need a
we're no
pandemic.
longer in
That's
a
the only way to stop this.
relegation battle.
We need to invoke the pandemic. We invoked on Liverpool. Something has to ruin
We
this.
need to bring that back.
I heard some Tottenham fans saying we should get relegated so we can overshadow their title.
London in May. I know George is going to be there. The body pass is ready. I trust my guy. We're going to shut down the internet for 3 months. I'm actually rooting for you, George. You don't want to live in the society where Arsenal fans have the mouths. It's okay. Anyway,
No,
peace
don't
out.
worry.
We'll catch you guys next week.
Good
All right.
pod.
Peace out.
Thank you.